Hi, this is Anne. In this video, I'm going to share with you my trading plan for next week. These are the pairs that I'm planning to monitor for the next week. It may not be the same as yours, but at least I can show you what I'm gonna do and how I will mark my order block for the next week trading plan. Okay, so right now we are on D1 and I noticed the market is still bearish. I consider it bearish because of this, and then also if we take a trend line over here, right, it's a break below, and then the ideal part, we want this price come back here or around this area and then go down, but we never know. If the market is really very strong, it can reverse from here without going to the top around here, because this is a very strong structure. You see, you consider a market is a very strong structure when it is touched several times by the price. Look, 1 2 3 4, so now it's 5, so there is high possibility that the market will not go up here. Why I said it's go up here? Because it's like the retracement, and also here is a very strong area also. So we don't know, we will see. And now based on D1, we can find the order block over here. This is my swing high, this is my swing low, here is a break of structure, and my order block is the last bullish candle before the breakout happens. Okay, so this is the order block from D1. So this will become my point of interest, and I will set an alert over here. So we don't know if the price is going to come back here. Like I said, maybe the market is very strong and probably just gonna reverse here. Now let's take a look on H4. You see, this is pretty much, I was thinking that if the market is very strong, it can just reverse here because there is an order block here. So I just do not want to confuse you, but I will draw several order block. This one is from D1, and let's draw from H4 and we will see which one that I will keep. Here is my swing high, this is my swing low, here is the break of structure, and my order block is the last bullish candle before the breakout happened, and it's been touched over here. So this is the order block. So we don't know, it may going down lower or it will go higher and make this order block invalidated. Sometimes that happens, so we'll just have to see. When the market goes here, I can take the risk to sell from here. I don't mind even if it is loose, because I risk only 0.5% of my trade. But I didn't sell last week. In fact, I bought this last week and it made break even after it reached 1 to 9. Yeah, that's a kind of broken heart when you know your trade already reached 1 to 9. Like if you risk 1%, you already make 9% and then come back to only hit your break even. That happens, but well, it's the market. So anyway, I didn't sell for this, but it's actually a good sell. So if you are in sell, so your first target, look left, so this is your first take profit target, or this your second target. Is up to you. You can make this as your first target, but I think the safest one is this is your first take profit target. And now you have to make sure that it gives you more than 1 to 5 from here to here, okay, in a lower time frame. So let's just go what happened here. This is actually like a good sell. I showed it to you in the group when I buy, because it was a counter trend. I know that AUDUSD is a sell, but I did a counter trend last week. Yeah, I didn't lose anything, it was just hit break even. So anyway, this is the look on H1. Okay, so now when you take a look at H1, this is actually your order block. If you refine it and it didn't hit, it may goes back up and then going down, we don't know. But let me tell you one thing. Some people, they really like to refine the order block from a bigger time frame to a smaller time frame. Like for example, this is my order block from D1, right? And then you go to H4. Now take a look. As long as it is in the same zone, you can actually make it smaller. All right, you can do that. But let me tell you what I usually do. I seldom make it smaller or refine the order block. I usually just picked up the original one and set an alert here, and then when the alert goes off, then I take a look at the lower time frame and then I adjust. Because what happens sometimes after you refine, it didn't hit by the price because you over refine your order block too small, where actually the market could goes back around here and then make its way down there, and it didn't hit your refinement. Okay, so the same thing happened like here on H1. If we take a look, this is the order block from H4, and then if we go back to H1, this is just a good example here. In case, for example, the market directly going down, you see based on H4 it already hit, right? But now take a look, if I refined it from H4, it didn't hit. I may miss this trade if I over refine. This is just my personal preferences. I just create an alert on the big order block, and after that look possibilities to make an order around this area. So now we know that there is an order block that has been hit here on H4, and if we make it smaller again on H1, so this is like if you want to know the process. Okay, so let's say we are here and we already know this is hit. I'm right now on H1, and I take a look at a new swing high, swing low. This is swing high, and this is swing low, and this is my order block, the last bullish candle before the breakout happened. This one has not been hit, so there is possibility if the price come back here, I can sell. So you have two options: either you want to snipe from here, or you just put a pending order. But I haven't done anything here. I will just see on Monday. Okay, take a look in case this one is work, if the price is nice with you. Okay, and here take a look, it's more than 1 to 10 to this first level, and even if you want to take half of it over here, it's 1 to 6. So no matter there are order blocks that's probably not working, but when you win, you will want to aim at least 1 to 5, 1 to 10. I often aim 1 to 10, though sometimes I know that it can reach to 120 or 1 to 30, but I am impatient person, so sometimes I just get 1 to 10 is enough for me. So anyway, in case that I directly trade around this 4-hour order block because it hit, so what I go when I go to M5 and I see there is this my swing high, swing low, and this is a break of structure, and this is my order block, and it didn't hit, right? So if it didn't hit, I will just look forward to another one. Okay, so where is the next one? This is my swing high, and this is my new swing low, and this is a break of structure. And where is my order block now? My order block is the last bullish candle before the breakout happened. This is the breakout candle, so that's why I do not take this as my order block, and especially it is below, right? Because this is my swing low. So this one is hit. If you have sell over here, well, it still doesn't hit take profit 5. What I usually do when it reach take profit 5, I move my stop loss to take profit 1. So when I said break even, I actually still make 1 to 1. Okay, but that's just me. Maybe when you reach take profit 3, you can move it to break even. Take profit 5, you can move it to take profit 1, and so on until you hit your target. But to me, I just used it with the tool automatically. So when the price reaches take profit 5, this tool will move my stop loss to take profit 1, and that's it. Either it hit 1 to 10 or 1 to 1. That's me. Okay, so right now basically the trade, if I sell it from here, it's already running. I want you to understand the process. Okay, I already showed it to you that D1 order block did not hit, and then H4 hit, and then I go directly to M5, and then here I found an order block when I'm sniping, and then it didn't hit, then just move on to the next order block. And then here now this one is sorry, why I put it in there here, and then hit by this price, and then it's going down. Also, I want to tell you, sometimes something like this happened. The previous one over here, it didn't hit, right? So that's why I create a new swing high, swing low. Sometimes it happened that this one is working and then invalidated by the next price, and then hit the stop loss and touch this one, the previous one, and then it's working. So sometimes the market is playing around with that. So again, when you snipe, there is no absolute that when the first one did not hit, the second one hit, it will be a winner. No, sometimes the first one does not hit, the second one hit, and then come back to only hit the first one, and it's working or probably not working at all. So what I always do, if I have 4 trades losing in a row from one pair, I usually just stop. Oftentimes I get some pairs that is directly working either from the second order block or from the first order block. It happens a lot, you know. when it reached the order block from the higher time frame, and then you sniped it from M1 like this and directly working. You will find something like that a lot. But sometimes it works on the fourth time, so the first three were losing in a row and the fourth time was working. That's also happened. So when I said last time in the first video that sometimes I had 10 losing in a row, that was because I was placing order block there and here and wrong order block. But usually right now, when you already know what you're doing, you barely have 2 or 3 losing in a row, and I limit myself personally. If I lose 4 trades in a row, I will just stop trading and trade the next day. My psychological health is more important. But sometimes, you know what, after I stop the 4th time, the 5th time, or the 6th time is working nicely and hit 1 to 20. So what? I still have another opportunity. So I try to train myself to always think that way. So anyway, this is the look of AUDUSD. I will looking for sell opportunity, whether around this area still. Probably the price is going up, or maybe I already missed the train. So it doesn't matter, but I'm looking at AUDUSD as possible for sell next week. Okay, I'd like you to understand, when it comes to order block is not a buyer sell signal. It is more point of interest for you to looking for trade opportunities, and you have to manage it wisely. So first, you go to a higher time frame, read the market bias, go to lower time frame. If you do not see a clear order block, let's say from D1 or H4, you go to H1 or M30, and I would suggest you to snipe it from M5 if you want to get over 1 to 10. But oftentimes when I see a chance there is an order block hit from D1, sometimes I just directly enter from H1 or M30. Really, there is nothing set as stone, so people keep asking me, like, what time frame you always enter. I just look at the condition of the market. Sometimes on H1 that's not really clear, so I go to M5. Sometimes M5 doesn't really clear, so I go to M15 or M30. I rarely go to M1 because my account is a standard account. So sometimes when I take entry from M1, the moment I enter, it directly hit a stop loss because of the spread. So that's why I like to trade on M5. If you have an ECN account that you can have zero spread, like for example from Euro US dollar, you can do that. But when you have a standard account, I would suggest that you start it from M5 like me. So I guess that's it for market overview this week. If you still have any question, you can post it in the Telegram group. Thank you. Bye-bye.